Every day, thousands of people go missing. Most run away, hide from debt, or try to start a new life somewhere far from home. But some disappear because of places like this. Abandoned mansions rumored to swallow anyone who steps foot on their grounds. Today, we're looking at one such house, the story behind its curse and what happened to the last person who tried to rob it. I'm your host, and this is the last person to enter. Marcus was a professional, not just any thief. He was the thief you call when no one else dares. No alarms he couldn't disable, no locks he couldn't crack. Safe or strong box, he could open them all. People said there was a single property in the country that was secure enough to withstand Marcus's skills. So when he heard about the mansion on Ravenhill Street, he didn't hesitate. The house had been abandoned for years. Built in the early 20th century, it was once the pride of the neighborhood. But overnight, the family disappeared, leaving the mansion empty. Rumors said it was full of priceless antiques, dusty relics from a forgotten era. But no one dared set foot inside. The doors were bolted from the inside, the windows sealed. And then there were the stories. Locals claimed they'd seen ghostly figures in the windows, heard whispers and footsteps echoing from the empty halls. And if that wasn't enough, the police were also investigating it as a potential crime scene. But none of that mattered to Marcus. If there was a place he wanted to visit, there was no stopping him. After scouting the area, he located an unlocked basement window and made his way inside. It was pitch black, the air stale and silent. As he explored, he noticed something unusual. There were no cobwebs or signs of animals. Everything was eerily intact, like no one had lived here for years. Marcus shrugged it off. In such a large mansion, it wouldn't be hard for an animal or to squeeze in. Then he came across the kitchen. On the table sat a plate with crumbs and a half-eaten apple. Marcus examined them closely. They were fresh, almost as if someone had left them there just hours ago. Startled, he quickly moved on. As he climbed the grand staircase, he heard a creak. Marcus froze. Surely it was just the old house settling, but the sound echoed strangely, like it had come from above. Marcus continued exploring. In the dining room, he found a book of poetry open to a random page. But the poems weren't ancient. They were written in modern times. Feeling uneasy, he snapped his flashlight on and saw a drawing of a man who looked exactly like him. Below it, the date was yesterday's. But how? Who had drawn it? Why? Marcus knew he should leave, but his curiosity had gotten the best of him. He searched for answers, finding only more questions. The master bedroom had a closet full of clothes. One shirt hung open, revealing a neatly folded suit. In the bathroom, the towels were still hung neatly beside the claw-footed tub, a toothbrush resting on the counter. In the living room, the TV was tuned to a static-filled channel, the fireplace ready to be lit. Each room was a testament to an interrupted life, a family vanished in their prime. And yet, everywhere Marcus went, he saw signs of recent activity, a half-written letter, an overturned chair. As if someone had been searching for something, trying to escape. Marcus thought of the missing family, wondering if they'd met a grim fate. Had they been murdered? What had happened to them? And why did their killer stay? Suddenly, the floor creaked again. Marcus whirled around. This time he wasn't imagining it. Footsteps were coming from above. Marcus hid under a table as loud voices echoed through the house. He peeked over the edge and saw a tall, gaunt man with wild eyes pacing frantically. The stranger seemed agitated, mumbling to himself. Where are they? They should be here by now. How much more time do I have? As he ran a hand through his thinning hair, Marcus caught a glimpse of his face. He recognized the man from the poem, the man from the drawing. It was the ghost in the portrait, brought to life. Terrified, Marcus scurried back into the hall, desperately searching for the window. But each room he passed seemed to shift and change, the furniture rearranging itself. Lost and afraid, Marcus stumbled upon a room filled with books. He frantically searched for an escape, but the room seemed endless. Floor to ceiling, wall to wall, every inch packed with books. Then he saw a bookshelf that spun freely. Behind it, a hidden door. Relief flooded him as he slipped through, but the passage led to a spiral staircase, and at the top stood the stranger. Looking for something, he asked with a chilling grin. Marcus managed a shaky, "I just want to get out of here." The stranger's smile widened. "Oh, you can't leave. Not until you understand." He gestured to the countless books surrounding them. "These books hold the secrets of the universe. Here, you will learn everything there is to know. Marcus resisted the urge to scream. Something about the stranger's words unsettled him. Was this a trap? The stranger advanced, his eyes gleaming. "Don't be afraid. It won't hurt. You'll become one of us forever." Marcus turned and fled, stumbling down the stairs. The stranger laughed, his voice echoing ominously. "You can't hide. You'll always find your way back. This is your destiny." Trapped in a labyrinth of books, Marcus realized he might never escape. With a sudden jolt, he remembered the window. Bursting through the door, he raced back to the dining room. But as he looked around, his heart sank. The room had changed. The bookshelf was now in front of the window, blocking his way out. Panic rising within him, he pushed against it, but it didn't budge. It wasn't a bookshelf. It was a wall. Desperation fueled his actions. He searched for another way out, finding only dead ends. The house seemed to mock him, relishing in his fear. Suddenly, he spotted the fireplace. Maybe there was a secret passage, a hidden room. Hope surged through him. He yanked on the poker, revealing a narrow opening behind the hearth. As he crawled through, darkness enveloped him. Gasping for breath, he emerged into a small room, a single candle flickering on a table. As he approached, he saw a journal with a familiar handwriting. It was the poet from the picture, the owner of the house. In the journal, Marcus found the key to the mystery. The family hadn't been murdered. They'd vanished willingly, seeking knowledge in the forbidden books. But they hadn't anticipated the consequences. The house, it was sentient, feeding on their minds. And now it was ready for Marcus. He felt its presence, ancient and powerful, enveloping him. The candle flickered, casting dancing shadows on the walls. Then it went out, plunging the room into darkness. Marcus felt a cold hand on his shoulder. Turning, he saw the stranger smiling at him. Finally, he whispered, "You're one of us now." The last thing Marcus saw was the glint of madness in the stranger's eyes before everything went black. The next morning, neighbors found Marcus lying on the doorstep, barefoot, shaking, eyes wide with terror. He kept repeating the same sentence over and over. "I didn't steal anything. It stole me." The police investigated, finding no trace of a forced entry, and the house remained sealed off. Some say Marcus escaped, driven mad by what he found. Others believe he never left, joining the others in the endless halls. As for the house on Ravenhill Street, it stands silent and watchful, waiting for its next victim, its next story to devour. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.